Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Josh. Obviously, after this pro day today, what's one thing you feel you excelled in, and what's one thing you feel you want to work on?
I would say the on-field stuff. I did real. I feel like, in my opinion, I did a really, really good job. And then in everything else, my bench press was pretty good. Only thing I would say I need to work on is the 40. The win, without a win, it didn't give us a good chance. None of us actually. But I mean, and all in all, I feel like it was a solid day in my opinion.
Hey Josh, good to see you. First of all, looking at the process here, it's a little different. I mean, you get invited to the combine. I mean, that's a huge deal. And then it kind of changed a little bit with COVID this year. Just kind of how was your experience? Dealing with all that and just getting through the red tape to where you could work out.
Well, first of all, it's actually been a blessing and honor to get the combine invite. But it's been a long process. But just finally I'm just finally happy that we got a chance to just show it all, like just show our what we've been working on for so long throughout this whole draft pre-draft process. So it's been good.
And that hamstring problem you had there towards the year, how are you able to rehab that deal and get yourself in a position to do the best you could?
Oh, I'm 100% healthy. I was working with Dr. Tran in Houston. He got me right. We've been doing rehab every day. My trainer, Austin Potter, we just been getting after it. But it's been good. Like, they've been good. Yeah.
Josh, Mateus from Brazil. First of all, congratulations for going for the NFL draft.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The NFL is being year after year air offense league, where the running backs have to catch the ball and have to produce a lot. And how does this working for you, and how do you think that you can be that kind of player in the NFL?
Well, it's actually working good for me. With our offense that we ran at ULM, we didn't run a lot of pass plays, but this pro day was big for me, just to show that I can catch the ball. I line up a little bit at outside receiver, just to show that I'm versatile and I can catch, run, block, all of it. So I feel like I fit in a good scheme that throw the ball to their backs a lot.
And one last question: if you have to pick one running back on the NFL now that you pick the model, who you be?
I would definitely say Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, he that guy, man. He came from a similar situation like me, a group of five guy, but he excelling. And I feel like a lot of people don't give him the credit that he deserves. So I would definitely say Aaron Jones.
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, with pro day being virtual this year, was there ever any concern of maybe some things that maybe reps excelled in the past may not get noticed with the lack of NFL guys being able to visit Monroe, or a lot of things being done virtually this year for pro day?
Wait, say that again?
I was asking, with a lot of pro day or all of pro day for ULM being virtual, was there ever any concern that maybe some of the things you really wanted to showcase wouldn't be noticed because of the fact a lot of NFL presence wasn't necessarily in Monroe, and again, since pro day was virtual this year?
Okay, yeah. We had I would say about 20 different scouts here today. So that really didn't play a factor, and I think we recorded the pro day, right? So yeah, most teams the Rams I was talking to, they were saying like they gonna get the film. So I mean, to answer your question, I feel like it didn't really play a big factor, but I did. But I did feel like we did a good job. I 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 feel like we did What I was most concerned about is us actually having a pro day, honestly.
Hey Josh, being able to do this thing at ULM, where does that help you maybe be a little bit more comfortable than say if you were in Indianapolis and around, getting poked and prodded like they do up there every year? Do you think that helps you perform a little bit better today, just being someplace you're familiar with?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I was telling my trainer and my agent, like I can't wait to go back to ULM field. Like I know the field, I know the weight room, so I feel like that definitely played that gave me an advantage. But like I said, I mean, I was all in for going to the combine because I mean that's a experience that I mean every kid that played football want to experience. So, yeah, I mean I was looking forward to going to Indy, but I definitely say ULM played a big part in why just the feel of the field of the weight room and just the surrounding area.
Go ahead, Chris.
Josh, I think we all know you're a pretty confident guy, but when you have, people looking at you performing, fighting for a job essentially on draft day, do nerves kind of come into play a little bit?
Yeah, I would say it's a little nerve wracking, but it's not in my hands. I'm just leave it all up to God and the people that's just making the draft picks. So yeah, I would definitely say it's nerve wracking. Just you anticipating like where I'm gonna be here or I'm gonna be here, but I'm ready for it.
Is that something you and the other players discuss, draft potentials?
No, we really kind of kept it to ourselves, honestly. I mean, we land where we land. I mean, either way it go, we still gonna ball. We still gonna put the ball down. It's still gonna be a 100-yard field. We still gonna do our thing. So I mean, we haven't really discussed it with each other. We all know by this time next year we'll be on somebody's team.
Josh, out of the NFL franchises, who have you had the most interactions with, and also who's your agent?
The most interaction I had, I mean, it's been a lot of teams, especially that interest in me. But I would say that team that's super high on me, I would say the Seattle Seahawks. But to answer that question, my agent is Luke McMurtry with Arm Sports.
You say that one more time. You cut it out on me.
Luke McMurtry with Arm Sports.
Oh, you did it again.
Luke McMurtry with Arm Sports. You can hear me?
Yeah, you're good now, man. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Josh, have you had a chance to catch up with Coach Bowden? Have you guys really discussed, obviously played under Coach Viator, but have you had a chance to really form a relationship with Coach Bowden since you kind of returned to ULM?
Not yet. I did actually talk to him on the phone. I had a phone conversation with him after I got the combine invite. He just congratulated me. But I am looking forward to meeting him today.
Have you spoken to Coach V since everything happened?
Yeah, I think I talk to Coach V like every week. That's my guy.
Hey, Josh, I asked Josh Johnson the same thing. When you have people looking at you trying to, as you're essentially fighting for a job in the NFL, is it nerve-wracking having people look at you, dissect every little inch, every little move that you make?
Yeah, it definitely is. It was good nerves for me today. I needed a little adrenaline. But having everybody out there, all eyes on you, it's a great feeling, having just everybody there to support as well up in the stands, family. And then, like you said, the scouts, they're all there taking notes and hoping to see, what you got and what you can prove.
How emotional was it having your dad there in attendance?
Oh, man, it was great. He made the routes part of it go really smooth. Me, Caleb, and Josh did the offensive part, obviously. And like I said, super special. Glad he could be there.
Hey, Pete, good to see you, man.
What's up, Adam?
With you, I mean, you think about it, you've grown up around the NFL, even in the league, just with your dad being a coach and everything. Just Did that help you kind of understand the process a little better and how this stuff works, and maybe just kind of give you a feel for it?
Yeah, it gave me a good gauge of what it takes. Just seeing, from start to finish, a rookie, compared to a veteran, seeing kind of how it takes and how they transition themselves from college and into the NFL, and that's the process we just went through today. With the training, the 9 weeks of training that led up to today, and then from here up to the draft, and then from the draft to training camp. So I've been able to be right there throughout it, throughout the whole deal, from high school. I feel like, and just kind of it's given me a great understanding, and like I said, what it takes to play in the NFL.
Mention Caleb. Did he throw for you guys today?
Yeah, Caleb Evans came back today and threw for us. Did a great job.
Oh, you mentioned the scouts being out there. Is there a point in this process where you start looking at, all right, well, that team, I know they need tight ends. That team, I know they need somebody in my position. Do you do that at all, or are you kind of?
So that's what it comes down to. Some of the teams that are reaching out to me the most are teams that need tight ends. So the ones today were like the Panthers, the Falcons. The Falcons have one, but the Eagles, as funny as that is, and then a couple other ones. It's just those guys that they either need a tight end or they had a tight end on the way out, and those are kind of the ones that are most interested in me, and they were showing most interest today.
And I'm obviously based in New Orleans, so I can't let you go without asking you, have you heard from the Saints? And if so, what's the interaction been like?
Yeah, I haven't heard from the Saints yet. I talked to their scout today beforehand, but now that's the first time I've talked with them.
Well, Josh, you mentioned the Eagles, and with everything that went down, kind of what has that transition been like from your perspective, just being the coach's son?
Yeah, no hard feelings at all. Like I said, told somebody else I'll play for any of the 32 teams, and no hard feelings with the Eagles. If they take me, they take me, and I'll be a player for them, and make the most of it. Whether it's like you said, the Eagles or any other team. So, like any other team, I want to be in the NFL, get my foot in the door, and make a roster.
How much has your dad been a help in the process of dealing with, in terms of talking to NFL scouts, talking to perhaps NFL management down the line? How much has your dad been of assistance, or what kind of advice has your dad given you?
Not much. You would think, he'd be assisting me through the whole thing. He's definitely given me the most and greatest advice. He's talked to a few coaches, obviously, just coaches on his staff and then coaches around the league. But I've been doing most of the talking with the scouts and most of that part of it, dealing with them along with my agent. But, advice-wise, he's been giving me the best advice, kind of just to trust the process. Just, go out there and do your best every single day.
Josh, who is your agent?
I'm with Jim Ulrich out of ESM, Enter Sports Management.
What are some things you feel you really excelled in, and what are some things you want to work on going forward based on everything today?
Today went good as far as the bench press for me. I got more reps than I wanted or I thought I could do. So that was great, the help with the adrenaline there. The jumping, I got to get better with the vertical and broad stuff. But once again, it's just testing. It's not really – it correlates to football, obviously. But once again, it's just kind of the testing part of it. But then also the routes today went really smooth for me. Didn't have any drops, and I thought I did a good job with the football part of it today.
Josh, Mateus from Brazil, congratulations for your day, for going for the NFL draft. You have a big 2019 with 9 TDs, and because of the COVID and everything else, was maybe a better season for you as a player. How you see that the teams can look for the past seasons, and how you see yourself on this tight end class for the draft?
Yeah, 2019 was obviously my breakout year, had a great year. And as last year, all the things we have dealt with here at ULM, it made it a little tougher on us as a team. But, I'd want teams, to look at my 2019 year first because, that I kind of showed everything that I could in that year. And then 2020, better with the blocking and not near as many receptions. But kind of with both of those years paired together, I could show really what I could do at that level. And like I said, we've dealt with a lot here. And the old coaching staff got me to where I am today. But with this new coaching staff coming in, I think they're going to do an incredible job. They're already doing huge things around here and making, some great positive noise, and I can't wait to see ULM turn around for the better,
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, I was going to ask that. Have you had any interaction with Coach Bowden and his new staff at ULM?
Oh yeah, a bunch. I've been here for I'm on like a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've been back. I've been training here at ULM. They've allowed me open arms, letting me come in. The new strength staff, of course, and then like you said, Coach Bowden, awesome people. I've met pretty much, I think, everybody so far, and like I said, they've welcomed me back. They let me, they tell me all the time I'm welcome back at any time, and can't thank them enough.
Is it a bit emotional knowing that a lot of the same faces that were here when you played and when you walk back in aren't there anymore?
Yeah, there's a little, piece of me that wants to walk in and see the guys that coached me, but I know how this business works, and it's ever evolving, and coaches, in my position, I had 5 coaches, one every year, and I know how it works for me, and it's sad to see everyone go, but I think everyone's doing, a lot better from the year that we had here. And then, like I said, the new coaching staff is going to come in and do a great job.
What's up, Court? Take us through kind of your rehab process. I mean, you had surgery after the UTEP game, and kind of how did things go from there?
It was kind of slow, because you got, the wrist is like something that you use a lot, and it's kind of, you really got to take a lot of care of it. So it was a kind of long process, but, right now I'm 100%. I'm feeling good.
How do you feel about today? How did things go out there?
It went okay. It was kind of, the conditions weren't the best. It was kind of windy and, it was kind of cold, but, you play in that type of weather, so I understand why, we were still, had to go out there and do it. But, I did pretty good. I could have done better, but, we're going to see where it goes, and I'm confident in, the draft.
What areas do you think you could have done better in?
I could have ran a better 40. Like I said, it's just, the conditions. We ran into the wind. It was kind of cold and windy, so I'm pretty sure, like, if it was under better conditions, I would have ran extremely faster, but, it is what it is, so I'm just blessed for the opportunity. I just thank, ULM as a school, for allowing me to do that and participate in Pro Day, so it was a blessing, to be able to participate.
It's all kind of coming full circle, you being a Neville guy, being from the city, and, being able to potentially fight for a job in the NFL on your home football field. Is emotion going to get in the way a little bit as well?
100%. Seeing scouts, it's like, you walk in there, you think about everything that you, all the times you play football, and to do it right here in Monroe, Louisiana, like, that's one of the best feelings in front of my hometown, my home people, my home stadium. So, it's the emotions. It was everywhere. So, yeah, that was one of the big parts. Me coming in, just seeing the NFL, and just seeing, guys I played with, and just think about Neville and think about even junior high. So, it was a long journey, and I'm just happy to be here.
Or kind of take me through last season. I mean, how tough was that for you to go through, knowing you were on the sideline, and then with the coaching change and all that? How did you deal with all that stuff, trying to get ready for this day?
It was first off, it was extremely tough because I had a really good year my junior year, and I wanted to just cement what I did my junior year, and just showcase that I can do it again my senior year. But unfortunately I had the injury, and just everything always works out. Everything always goes in good faith. So everything went well, and everything the recovery process went well. But like I said, it was frustrating. Just seeing the results of our team and stuff like that. So it was kind of it was a tough process. Going through that. But at the end of the day, it gave me more time to rehab and get ready for this day.
Hey, do you, when you're out working in front of the scouts, do you consider, which teams need somebody at your position? Or are you more concerned with just all right, let me just put it out on film, put the film out, and put the workout down, and let whoever contacts me.
It's basically just I just do my best. Play football. Do what I've been doing. All my life. When I do the drills and run and jump and bench, do whatever they require for me to do, and just hopefully all it takes is one team to like you. So I just try to put my best tools out on the table, and hopefully that one team does like me and I'm able to get drafted.
And have you heard from a lot of teams throughout the process so far?
Oh yeah, I heard from a lot of teams. Talking to different teams and different scouts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a bunch of teams that I've spoken to over this time.
And I'm from New Orleans, so I have to ask you specifically about the Saints. You heard from them, and if so, what's the communication been like?
I actually knew the head guy. The head guy was he was from New Orleans, and we talked briefly, so we kind of know each other. So we talked briefly before then. So yeah, I've been in contact with the Saints, here and there.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Corey, what teams have you heard from the most, and who's your agent?
My agent is Drew Rigsby. I've heard from the Panthers. I had a long discussion with the Panthers afterwards. The Ravens. It's a bunch. I can't even I can't really just put a pinpoint on a couple of them, but it's a bunch.
Have some of the old Neville guys like McCarty or perhaps a coach like Coach Portman, have they kind of given you any advice along the way? Have they kind of eased you a little bit during this process?
Oh, 100%. I'm blessed to be able to come from a Neville family like that. Because they always want to see you do good, and they always want to see you succeed. So I've heard from past Neville coaches and even past Neville players, just saying that they room for me and they hope that I can go as far as I want to go. So I mean it feel good to hear that guys you ain't played with in 4 and 5 years hitting you up saying that they hope you do this well and you do that well. So it's real humbling to hear, and I'm grateful to have guys in my corner like that that's rooting for me.
Corey, Matheus from Brazil. Good evening. First of all, congratulations for going for the NFL draft. In the year like we have in 2020 with the COVID and all the problems that players, the scouts, coaches have, what's the big importance of having the pro day, having even from the Zoom, but having the chance of talk with coaches, and what do you think that you can be better, the biggest quality that you have to improve for being in the NFL?
It's I feel like the pro day is one of the biggest things. Of course, because everybody doesn't get combine invites, and sometimes players go through different circumstances in schools and stuff like that, and sometimes these scouts they want to see how you are athletically. So if you can jump off the table athletically, it gives you a shot to maybe get into camp, or a team to look at you and give you a chance to come to their team. So I feel like pro day is a real big thing for everybody in the country. So pro day is one of the biggest things, and it's like a job interview. So you got to take it seriously. What was your second question?
What do you think that's your biggest skill that you have to improve for the NFL?
Just watching a lot of film, so the game can slow down for me. I've been playing football all of my life. Of course, sharpening and tuning my skills. But mainly it's just the film part, and just I'm gonna continue to watch film and reach out to NFL guys and stuff like that I know, so that they can help me out and help me with the ins and outs of the NFL, so I can make a smooth transition and things can be slow for me and I can be able to play football how I know I can.
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Appreciate you.
Corey, we've talked about this before, and really just that off season you had coming out of your sophomore year before your junior year, and how you really pushed yourself, and that really, kind of was the key for you coming out your junior year and being an All-American. Just from that experience and learning from those early growing pains at ULM to put yourself in that position, how has that helped you, get ready for the NFL?
It's helped me tremendously. It's good to see when you put in hard work and you dedicate yourself to your craft, and you reap the benefits of it. And once you do that, you see that it works. You see hard work works. So, you don't get away from that. You don't shy away from that in whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's you running the 40 or you benching or you playing football or anything in life. So. I just feel like hard work and dedication it'll take you anywhere. So I'm confident in my transition into the NFL because I'll take those same traits with me.
And what kind of an impact did Coach? This is a two-part question. Did Perry Carter have on your development? And also, with him going over to Louisiana Tech, have you been able to talk to Jaden or Jacorian yet and let them know a little about Coach Carter?
Coach P, man, he's helped me tremendously. It's a blessing to have a coach, come in from the NFL with the experience he has, coaching the players that he's had to coach. For him to come in and to combine, my work ethic and my desire to be one of the best players, not only in the conference but in the nation, with his his skills and his knowledge and the things that he can share to me. It was just a tremendous match. That's probably one of the best moves ULM has ever made for me. Just bringing in Coach P and having him along throughout my career. And I've talked to Coach P since he's left, and we still talk. We still close. He actually texted me this morning. I've talked to Jaden and Jacorian about him. So I'm telling them they ain't for a good treat because he's a great coach.
Well, most importantly, how much noise have you talked to him about him going over to Louisiana Tech in the first place?
I talked a lot of noise to him. I just feel like I just tell him all the time that they took my coach, and that's how I look at it. But it's a blessing though. I'm glad that they're able to take in some of his knowledge and receive some of the things that he's given to me that he can give to them. So I'm excited for them as well because those are my friends.